Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, About Vital. Today we are going to see, as to why is the second wave worse than the first one. Studies that tested for COVID antibodies, an indicator of past infection, estimated that more than 50% of the population, in some areas, of India's large cities, had already been exposed to the virus, which should have conferred some immunity, says Manoj, an epidemiologist at the National Institute of Epidemiology in Chennai, who led the work. The Lancet studies also suggested that, nationally, some 271 million people had been infected, about one-fifth of India's population of 1.4 billion. So it was assumed that a large percent of the population had some kind of immunity, and hence the upcoming wave would not be that severe. Now, let us look into the factor responsible for the rise in the COVID cases. First one being double mutant. The virus keeps on mutating, and recently, many media outlets and people have reported the discovery of double mutant strain in India. So what does this double strain means? Officially, the variant is called B.1.617. There's a reason as to why it is referred to as double strain. First, B.1.617 has a mutation that's also present in the dominant strain in California. Second, it also has a mutation which is similar to the one present in the variants first detected in South Africa and Brazil. So in a nutshell, it has two famous mutations. But it also has about 11 other ones as well, which are relatively insignificant. Is this double strain concerning? Preliminary evidence suggests it is more contagious than previous strains of the virus. The mutations enhance the ability of the virus to infect cells in the lab. In other words, this time, if one of the individual becomes positive, then there is a good certainty that his family is positive too. But the officials said that they don't have any evidence to comment on whether this strain is leading the wave or not, though in the past it has become the dominant strain in Maharashtra. Also, the B.1.1.7, the variant first detected in the UK, is circulating in India. And we know that P1, the variant first detected in Brazil, is also circulating there too. So, they could also play a role in this surge. The data is not enough to point out the cause. Before ending this section, I would like to point towards the triple mutant strain detected in Bengal. This strain has a major mutation that can result in evasion of the immune response, which makes it worrisome. Till now it is largely restricted to Bengal. Experts fear that the new variant may have an impact on vaccine efficacy. Moving on, second factor, which played a greater role, is mentality of the public. Why this change was observed. After last September's peak, there was a public narrative that India had conquered COVID-19. On February 21st, ruling party passed a resolution unequivocally hailing the visionary leadership of Prime Minister in turning India into a victorious nation in the fight against COVID. Also, the nationwide vaccination campaign and introduction of 2 vaccines might have caused public health measures to ease out. People developed myths regarding vaccinations. Lack of data regarding the side effect added to the fear of educated people. People made theories to fill up the gap created due to lack of authentic information. These changes obviously came with consequences. Because of this change in the outlook towards the pandemic, there was grave violation of social distancing in public and wearing masks. In recent months, large crowds have gathered indoors and outdoors for political rallies, religious celebrations, cricket matches, and weddings. Almost 35 lakh pilgrims, as per official estimates, turned up for the first royal bath in Haridwar. The campaigns have often involved numerous rallies with large crowds with minimal social distancing and very little mask wearing. Political campaigners and candidates were also seen not following COVID safety protocols. Government kept ignoring the rise in COVID cases and gave importance to elections over people's life. Myths and lack of clear data made people hesitant towards vaccination. People letting their guard down is bigger driver this time. The third most important factor being lack of preparedness and resources. The second wave caught us unprepared. To give you a raw estimate of India's health structure, we have 8.5 hospital beds per 10,000 population and 8 physicians per 10,000 people. India's total healthcare spending is a mere 3.5% of GDP, far lower than in countries ranging from the world's wealthiest, like France, 11.3%, and the UK, 10%, to other emerging economies like Brazil, 9.5%, and South Africa, 8.3%. Hospitals across the country are running out of oxygen supplies, ventilators, and beds. Indians are rushing to buy drugs like remdesivir, causing prices to surge, while labs struggle to process growing backlogs of COVID-19 tests. With hospitals reaching near saturation capacity, any further rise in the case will surely result in increase in of deaths. With these countries' healthcare sector is not equipped for such a crisis. COVID isn't something new. Throughout history, humanity has always faced pandemics, but we have always come out on top. This time too, we can beat COVID by taking the proper sanitary precautions and socially distancing ourselves. Try to get vaccinated if you can.